Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs? What? What is up, YouTube? 'Tis I, Chaddington. I really enjoyed watching highlights from Rugby League, and some of you suggested with the 2025 season coming up, I should pick a team and follow that team throughout the season. Now, I'm an American, so I don't really know anything about the different NRL teams, so that's what we're going to be finding out today. Which team shall I support going forward? I don't want to just pick the quote-unquote best team, because I'm not a bandwagon kind of guy. I want to find a team that fits with my personality and overall vibe. You know, like smart, hot, talented, humble, etc. I'm excited for this one, man. Without further ado, let's go. Okay, so how many different NRL teams are there? We should figure that out first. NRL teams. National Rugby League, official Telstra Premiership clubs and NRL teams. This is NRL.com, so I guess we can trust that. Okay, here we go. Brisbane Broncos, Canberra Raiders, and by the way, I know it's Canberra now. If you haven't seen my Exploring Australia videos, be sure to check those out. They are amazing. Canterbury Bankstown, that's an interesting town. Bulldogs. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the names of the teams and see which mascot is most appealing. I feel like that should be our first step. So we got Broncos, Raiders, Bulldogs, Sharks, Dolphins, Titans, Sea Eagles. Okay, right off the bat, I don't really like that one. Sea Eagles, I don't know. Storm, Knights, Cowboys. Okay, so I'm from Dallas, Texas originally. So by birth, I am a Cowboys fan. I'm not sure if that makes me like this team or dislike them. Kind of depends on the day, honestly. The Eels, okay. That is a surprise. I never heard of a sports team called the Eels. Are they like slippery and mean? We got the Panthers, Rabbitohs. Rabbitohs? What? I guess that's like rabbits, but with an O on the end. There's a picture of a rabbit right here. Now, I used to have pet rabbits as a kid, so maybe I'll go in this direction. I do kind of like the team name Rabbitohs, although I don't really get it. Maybe I should look it up. Is that what Australians called rabbits? What is a Rabbitoh? Informal Australian term for a person who sells rabbits for food. Oh. Or a place where rabbits are kept and bred. So a Rabbitoh is a person, not an animal. But they have a picture of an animal here. I guess that's just like what the person is selling so people can cook and eat them. Womp womp. Dragons. That's cool. Roosters. Another interesting choice of animal. Warriors and Tigers. Okay, so just based off mascots, where am I leaning here? I liked the Eels a lot, and I'm liking the Rabbitohs. Someone mentioned in the comments on one of my videos the Bulldogs, that they were a good team. Maybe they were just a fan of the Bulldogs, but I do like the Bulldogs too. Okay, so I'm not making my choice right now, obviously. I'm just going to say my favorites are the Eels, Rabbitohs, and Bulldogs so far. I assume these are all like Australian towns, right? So I should search like NRL team locations. I feel like that's something that might interest me. Oh, okay, so pretty much all Australia and one in New Zealand. They're all like along the coast over here. That's to be expected, I guess. Now, I know a little bit about the different Australian cities, again, from my Exploring Australia video. Which one did I like the most? I really liked the Capitol building in Canberra. I thought that was really unique, and it had like a football field going over the top of it. Melbourne, people really like that city, along with Sydney, although there is a rivalry between them. I bet the NRL teams from Sydney and Melbourne have a big rivalry, although, well, never mind. Sydney's got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 NRL teams. That is intense. Newcastle, Brisbane, Gold Coast, is that city? And one up here at Townsville City. And of course, Auckland. Now, which city do I like the best? And again, I'm not trying to offend anyone here. I am an ignorant American. I'm just kind of going off vibes at this point. Now, I know it's cliche, but I liked Sydney a lot when I explored it. And there's such a wealth of teams to choose from here. Oh, look, the Eels are in Sydney. Parramatta. The Panthers. Manly Warringah Sea Eagles. Roosters, of course. Sharks and Bulldogs and Rabbitohs. Okay, so all three of our favorite teams were in Sydney. The Eels, Rabbitohs, and Bulldogs. I'm saying our favorite teams. The three teams that I thought had good mascots are all in Sydney. And I picked Sydney as the city, so that's a good sign. I feel like the planets are aligning. The stars are aligned, and they're going to help us pick the right team. Okay, we got the full screen view now. Let's compare their stadiums. The Eels. Seems pretty nice. The Bulldogs, let's check out their stadium. Okay, a little more understated, but still cool. Who knows, maybe the understated vibe is a good thing. Won't have to deal with so many parking issues when we go see a game. And where are the Rabbitohs? ANZ Stadium. Ooh, this is a big one. That's pretty fancy. Okay, well, I feel like the best stadium award is going to the Rabbitohs. Okay, now we should actually take a look. Not that it really matters, but who won last year? 2024 NRL champions. Who won? Penrith Panthers. Whoa, they took their 4th premiership in a row? So they've won 4 in a row? These are the Penrith Panthers. Now, I said I wasn't a bandwagon guy, so I can't just pick the guys that have won 4 in a row. Plus, they weren't one of our 3 chosen teams at this point. That is a very hype picture, though, with the flames going off in the background. Gotta love it. 2024 NRL standings. Okay, so unfortunately, the Rabbitohs are literally next to last. How is that possible when they've got such a good stadium? How is that possible? Hey, but you know what? Sometimes it can be good to be an underdog. It gives you a bigger sense of community with your fellow fans. Oh my gosh, look, the Eels are right above the Rabbitohs. Come on. Why do they have to be like the 2 almost worst teams in the league? They went 24-7. Or no, they went 7-17. Ooh. The Bulldogs, that was our other one. They're a little bit higher up. Are they above 500? 14-10? Yeah, they are. Good for them. Now keep all this in mind. Who's the best player in NRL? Best player in NRL. Probably someone on the Penrith Panthers. This website says it's Jerome Hughes of the Melbourne Storm. Finished 2024 with 26 try assists in 23 games, as well as scoring 12 of his own. James Tedesco, Dylan Edwards, Harry Grant. So we got the Penrith Panthers and Melbourne Storm represented. We got one person from the Bulldogs who's made their top 10 list. Stephen Crichton led the team to the finals for the first time in 8 years. His own performances went to another level, one of the game's best. Let's go to YouTube and check out Stephen Crichton because he's one of our 3 teams. Okay, we're going to watch some highlights, but I'm probably going to have to mute the sound or put something on top for copyright reasons. Is that him, number 4? Oh yeah. Nice pass. Oh, and he gets it back for the try. He looks pretty strong, pretty fast. I mean, most of these guys are, but seems like a really good player. Okay, let's research the Bulldogs. Bulldogs NRL team. So far they have a mascot we like. They're not at the very bottom of the pack, and one of the 10 best players in the league, according to that random website, is on their team. Oh, but weren't they the ones with the really bad stadium or something? Yeah, the Bulldogs have the Texas high school football field stadium. Oh, here we go. Bulldogs versus Eels. Now, I said I really like the Eels because of their name. So let's see what happens in this match. There's number 4, putting in the work once again. Man, the way they pass the ball is so cool. I'm just never going to get over that. It's so much better and cooler than American football. Oh yeah, number 4. Oh, you juked out both those guys. Okay, so currently it's 16-18 with 4:59 left. Bulldogs are making a run for it. Oh, and they're gonna get it. All right, looks like the Bulldogs won. Not by a lot, only 4 points, but I feel like it might be a good idea to pick a middle of the pack team, right? I like the Rabbitohs. I should do some research on the Rabbitohs, though, because I really like the funny name. Real Team Rabbitohs. Here are the South Sydney Rabbitohs.
Ski, move your arm. Oh, Captain Underpants himself. Yeah, little juggler. Yeah, boy.
Who's that guy?
Yeah, boy. Hey, brother. Sorry. Sorry, my man. I'm looking away.
Got a pretty cheery personalities on the Rabbitohs.
Everyone's ball getting weird. Oh, Jesus. That one's stolen.
Oh, I think this is like fans who get to take some photos with the team. That's cool.
Freaky dude.
Should probably check out some Rabbitohs highlights. Oh, here we have Rabbitohs versus Eels. All right, the Eels get crushed again. They're out. They're out here, and they probably will because based on the standings, they did not do so hot last year. Are the Rabbitohs wearing Christmas-themed jerseys, or are they always like that? Oh, yeah, nice. Oh. Man, I forgot you're allowed to grab the jersey in this game. That is rough. Oh man. That is brutal. I gotta see that again. He totally caught him off guard. Oh man, with fake pass and then goes right through. First try in the NRL. Good for him. All right, now we see how it turned out. 3 minutes to go. The Rabbitohs are up pretty significantly. Oh, and they just scored again? Okay, so a pretty brutal result for the Eels. They're officially out. They're not good enough to be my team. Okay, I know I said I wasn't a bandwagon fan, So that's why I'm not picking the Penrith Panthers, but that doesn't mean I have to pick the team on the very other end of the spectrum, even though I love the Eels as a mascot. I think that's very unique. So I guess it's between the Rabbitohs and the Bulldogs at this point, so I'll just ask Google, which team has better fans, Rabbitohs or Bulldogs? In case you're wondering, yes, I'm doing this to increase comment engagement, I know, but I hope this doesn't offend anyone. Let's see what Reddit has to say. This person is an international fan who's made observations about the team's fan bases, especially the Sydney ones. Bulldogs have a very passionate fan base and one of the largest in the NRL. Quite diverse. The team is absolute rubbish. Oof, they didn't seem that bad. But the fans are very loud even on TV. Enthusiastic, likable team, even with all the downs and downs. It says that the Eels are possibly the biggest club in Sydney, disputing the title with the Rabbitohs. Also, nicknaming your team Eel seems to be such a boneheaded idea. Big disagree, Eels are awesome, and I maintain that position. They seem to be cursed somehow, yeah. As a Cowboys fan, I can't deal with another cursed team, okay? You have to understand. Rabbitohs, funny AF. Spot Rabbitohs jerseys in the seats no matter which teams are playing, even at AFL games. They have the most flags and large crowds on games. I imagine they must be Sydney's largest fan base. The Panthers are a machine. Dedicated fans. Okay, wow, this is a really good post, so shout out to this person. All right, so folks, I think we're between the Bulldogs and Rabbitohs. Before I make my decision, I should look at the Bulldogs and see what the personality, nope, forgot to put in NRL team, and see what their team personality's like. Preseason shenanigans? Oh, they're playing that game. You make the face, I make the sound. Probably no one on any NRL team takes themselves very seriously.
Bulldogs are on the road to the finals. Let me show you how to jump on the bandwagon. The doggies have taken over Belmore. There's blue and white everywhere. They've got Bulldogs dry cleaners, Brothers Kebabs, even the liquor store's jumping on the bandwagon. Did you guys have that Bulldogs sign up at the start of the year?
No, he only just put it up like 3 days ago.
They're bandwagon fans. Walk in the streets of Belmore. Be prepared to do a doggies with the locals.
Hey, how's it going, mate?
Up the doggies, brother!
Up to doggy.
Can I get a snack pack, please?
No worries, go for doggies.
Doggies!
Hey,
Go for doggies. Guess that's what the Bulldog fans say.
get back to work.
Just here to pick up my dry cleaning, thanks.
Yes, please. Come on, doggy.
Oh, yeah, go to the doggies, but can you just give me my jacket, please?
If you want to see the Bulldogs run home to the finals, catch it exclusively on KO Sports. Then
Okay, so it looks like we got a pretty solid community around the Bulldogs. That's cool. This guy seems like a really cool dude. Love the vibes.
Cookie, first memory at the Rabbits, mate?
First memory at the Rabbits would have to be walking into Redfern Oval, in the sheds down the bottom. Walked in the locker room. First person I saw was a smiling young Cody Walker in the corner, so that was my first person I met that day.
It's interesting. I'm looking at the standings again, and the Rabbitohs in the game we just watched, even though I've somehow already forgotten, but they crushed the Eels, right? It was like 40-something to 20-something, even though they're second from last. All right, folks, I'm getting closer to my decision. Which team is cooler? Rabbitohs or Bulldogs? Oh, I'm just looking at my history here. We haven't watched a Rabbitohs versus Bulldogs video yet. Okay, you know what, folks? I think this is it. Whoever wins this match is the team I'm going to pick. I'm nervous. Kickoff. Man, that guy's huge. How are you going to bring that guy down? Uh-oh, the Rabbitohs are up. It's almost at the end of the game. Oh, Bulldogs making a run for it. Okay. Rabbitohs take it, everybody. There we have it, folks. It's official. Go Bunnies. I'm officially a Sydney Rabbitohs fan. I'm going to be rooting for them in the upcoming season. Look, unfortunately, they're not even close to the top of the pack, but hey, I've been a Cowboys fan my whole life, like I said, so that's never stopped me before. Plus, it was the Rabbitohs that had the cool stadium, if you remember from the first part of the video. So South Sydney Rabbitohs playing at ANZ Stadium. I'll have to come over for a game, but is there like a team slogan I need to learn? Rabbitohs slogan. The South Sydney Rabbitohs slogan is "Glory, glory to South Sydney." All right, well, glory, glory to South Sydney. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any other suggestions, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. I will catch you guys next time.